we're gonna start the match.
We're going in. It's Apex versus nobody. This is the second day of the group stages for amateur gamers. I got myself a new mic just for today. Well, actually, not just for today. Just basically improve casting in general. But yeah, here I got Mazza with me. It's great.
Yo, how's it going?
Cool dude. Cool dude. I've met him like once. I don't really know where he's from or where he came from, but he's here.
I am indeed. So it looks like we're going to
Are you like?
Nepal.
Do you play for a team or like? How'd you get into like this community and whatnot?
Oh, I like doing commentary. I always wanted to do commentary. That'd be fun. And
You got the
it
whisper.
kind of is.
Yeah, legit.
Good to see some high quality PS4 Overwatch as well.
I know. Semi high quality. We'll see. We'll see how good these team play.
Shots.
Let me see. The red team is nobody. Yes. Let's pack attack Corey. I gotta be able to lock onto them. We got 10 seconds. I know Poofster. I used to. Poofster is also Poofy, who used to play for Weenie Hut Juniors back in season 1. If you all remember that, that was some crazy times. Noob Crusher, I remember.
Let's prepare for lots of grabs and dragon strikes. Gonna have a lot of those in this game.
A lot of grabs.
All day,
a lot
actually.
of dragon strikes.
All
Most
day.
likely. I mean, the meta right now is like, it's like Moira, Zenyatta, Brigitte, Hanzo, Zarya, Ryan. And from what I've heard from talking to a bunch of like GM teams and whatnot, the best way to counter that is with the same comp. So, but you know, every team's gonna have their little flair on it. Like we see a triple support without a Zenyatta coming from nobody, which honestly triple support revolves around that Zen alone, and you think it would be Brigitte, but the Zen you need for the damage. So we'll really see. Maybe he'll get the value out of the speed to put that in. We're already coming in to the middle fighting here. We got a Winston, Brave Soul, actually taking down Fa on the Brigitte. This is actually already looking really good for the side of Apex.
NL Gamer getting the rare kill on the Brigitte there. Also running the new Crusher on the Junkrat. And we're going to take the point on the first attack here.
Yeah, this is, see, the triple support is real from the side of Apex. That's the ideal, what you want. But the tanks are interesting. Like, you're rocking dive tanks with a dive ball kind of thing. I'm really intrigued to see how it goes down from here. I mean, if NL Gamer can dive and get followed up with, I guess, Junkrat and D.Va, then that'll be great. But they are diving somewhat efficiently, all bullying the Ryan until he falls off the edge by himself. Brigitte is going to get pushed off the edge, but Apex still have the upper hand in this.
Yeah, it was just a clear engagement all the way, you know, a splash damage of the Junkrat. Yeah, environmental kill, just very clean, very cut. And, you know, we're playing a very split comp as well. You know, running the dive with the Junkrat and the Brigitte. It's working well for him so far.
Yeah, no, we'll see what they might change. It doesn't look like they're changing a whole lot. Did Max use that shatter? Oh, we lost someone. Can we get a pause? Interesting. It looks like, I don't know if Max on nobody just switched onto Ryan, but he started really low, or he used the shatter last time, but I didn't see it, so I don't think he did.
It may have been countered out by a shield bash or something like that.
Maybe. That could have also happened. I don't think he was able to build up that charge that fast, though. I don't think they had enough engagement, or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think he put enough damage in to even get that. Well, I guess a lot of people have their ults already. Time really does fly, so we'll see.
Yeah, definitely going to see that rally come online relatively soon. I mean, it only grants 100 armor now, but wow, we're at a really awkward pause screen right now. I don't know what that noise is in the background.
That is Zenyatta Orb.
It's like, close your eyes and guess the sound. It could be a fun game where you could play.
Yeah.
And, can we go to our sponsor on YouTube side? Or we'll be right back stream.
our sponsor on the YouTube side, that's only on Deathball.
Oh, I see, I see.
Deathball has the technology to do that with his PC of Wonder, but he wants to play and host and everything, so yeah.
So, do you have like a waiting, like max my time here or what? For this?
This rules again. I don't know where they're posted.
They might be able to make a sub.
They have one mid-match sub. I remember that. That is a thing that is allowed.
Either way, I mean, if you comes to that, we're going to be fighting into a bunch of alts, including a Reptile, which is basically a guarantee kill.
I will check. Can I check on the match? How much time before we continue the map?
You know, I think the play here is just wait as long as possible and hope your opponent's controller batteries die. And then you win by default.
Dude, 900 IQ strats right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're starting. Are we starting? I guess we're starting 5v6. I guess, Mitch is on top of the rules. I think it's only a 3-minute pause then. Because I thought it was. If he's on top of the rules, then this is a new era of rules. Oh, they can't make a sub unless it's... That's...
gonna get like guaranteed kill. And
no, that is, this is gonna be very difficult for them because they can't pull a sub that isn't on their roster. And if their out of roster changes, then they are really out of luck.
Well, there's no way we're going to be able to do anything with this. I mean, we're running free support with literally no DPS. So he's just going to swap onto the trace.
Yep. Apex is looking like they're going to have a huge advantage in this next time. Hopefully, whoever Matt, he's back. He's not mad. He's back. Cool. If he leaves again, does that warrant another pause? Is the question. Or will it just be like, okay, he's having difficulties. We're just gonna continue. I'm not sure. However, we are beginning to go.
So we're gonna see pulled pork combo with the Arisa Roadhog. Miracom springing out for tanks.
You got the solo DPS from Noob Crusher on side of Apex being on the junk. And then the Hanzo and Farah on the other side. So this will be interesting for Apex because if they can't deal with Sphera, then they're going to be issue. But that's a huge hook from Superb King there. Already initiating this fight for Apex's side. That's going to be easy first cap.
Now, even though, but you know, the shield break ability was definitely going the other way. You know, just cap the point, get the first kill, and that's all you need, really.
Well, Superb King really did really well on that hook. Really initiated everything. One of your main source skills
going over to the Lucio, so maybe he's having some connection issues. Maybe he's a bit laggy.
Yeah, maybe. That's pretty unfortunate.
set things up here again, and again that. Just
Already get the first pick onto the max, which like this team of nobody or Apex, excuse me, is just able to poke these guys until they get a kill, and then Apex or nobody's just in a really tough spot. Like they're building their ults. The hook coming out from Superb Game, not really finding anything. Just a little bit too far.
Fire's not gonna find anything. Fire found literally nobody.
Oof, that is a really bad map. We do have Poopster trying to flank around here probably to kill his Brigitte, but you can't kill Brigitte that easily. Oh, he actually got her. Good job, Poopster. And immediately this is turning in the side of Team Nobody. They just got that pick, and then they all moved in together, and then they took the point back.
Yeah, but a massive ult economy right now for Apex.
Ooh. Poopster is gonna get
at that rally yet.
6-man kill right now with this pulse bomb. No setup, just 6-man pulse bomb. Boom. I don't even know if you can one shot. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Looks like this team is very coordinated
now with the Transcendence if they wanted to. We don't really have to fight into very much.
Especially since there's not a whole lot of other ults you need to counter with Transcendence with these guys. When you have so much burst damage like Justice and the Pulse Bomb, Trance really isn't needed. Better for engagement, I guess. But regardless, nobody's holding their own. Like they're not letting anybody take this fight.
But kind of an unwanted one, as they didn't have to really fight into very much. Now they will have to rally for this fight.
They have a lot for this fight. They're going to the Zarya Rein, which is the combo of the season.
The other thing now is just one good retake. Nothing really to deal with this Pharah, unless Sands can land some pretty good shots.
They're gonna move back on a point. The rally has been popped. Pack Attack Corey looking for an opportunity to hook someone around. The Riptire is coming from somewhere. There it is. It's been found. It's kind of... Oh, almost taking out Pack Attack Corey, leaving him at 59 health. He's going to be able to heal that back up, though. Poopster getting that stick onto the poor... Sorry, New Crusher. Who's switching on to McCree. The whole hog is going to be coming out soon. It's going to be trying to poop a lot of people off, but not going to find any kills, unfortunately, yet. The sound barrier does come out, though, from the side of Nobody here. Pokem Madness protecting his team the best way he can. All the ults were used from side of Apex, but I think this might still be going to the side of Nobody. The kills are definitely in the favor. Yeah, no, Apex has just right in the struggle bus right now. They had, it felt like they had it, and then they kind of didn't.
Yeah, they had their best shot when they had the Transcendence to push in originally.
Yeah.
And get the retake off the bat, but just a bit of some misuse of alternates, perhaps. You know, definitely losing the first fights, or being the first ones to be picked off, definitely did not help. They can never get the ball rolling again.
Yeah. So it is 3 minutes. For the pauses, by the way, I was updated by Ace, and 1 pause per map per team. So we don't pause anymore for Nobody.
We pause for Nobody.
Ha! No, I said we didn't pause for no. I can't wait until they're not in this, until we're in the GM League where there isn't Team Nobody. Unless they have a GM team called Anybody, and then I'm just gonna give up at that point. But already, yeah, these kills are actually kind of back and forth. Max is putting in work here. He does finally go down, but this is looking like it could be anybody's. It's 3v3. We got a healer DPS, 2 DPS from the side of Nobody, and then Apex. Nope, Apex is gonna get that pick, and they're gonna get that first point cap. They don't really have a point presence with this Pharah. This is not the best Pharah map, just because you can't really get great advantage on the point.
Yeah, he does have that barrage now, but the problem with the attacking Pharah, it's better to have the points already when you're running the Pharah. So let's see if he swaps off here. Might want to use that barrage and then make some swaps so it doesn't work out for him.
We have Shatter coming in as well from nobody. We shall see. Looks like they're going back to this high ground. They really want, I guess, to not have to go through that choke spam. But Apex is holding on the back of this point. They're keeping a lot of distance between themselves, and we got the Justice coming in, gonna get both supports from that, but not all. Well, there's no triple support. Oh, there is triple support, not all the supports. Nobody's gonna get taken 2 out though, and that is gonna be a retake. It just kind of rolled after that.
Without the Moira, that team just had like very little self-sustain. Sam's unfortunately not close enough.
And the Brigitte as well. Yeah. It's crazy.
But the Arguin now have the graph of this fight along with the hammer down. So a good opportunity to definitely take the point back.
Alright, so we have 2 ults from both sides. 3 ults, because Super Team's actually on the that Graviton right now. We could see some interesting combos, but I didn't even notice this triple tank, triple support from Apex. Didn't even notice, but there's the Graviton. It's going to have a whole bunch of people in it. Coalescence as well getting popped on. That's going to be Apex's point to retake. We got 4 down already. And there's 2 left. Poofster and Archaugustus here. And Poofster's trying to contest the point, but is going to get taken out without too much effort.
Yeah, it was just a good, solid retake, a good use of ults. The Coalescence and the Graviton isn't the most damaging combo you can do, but it is pretty efficient at dealing the extra damage and healing up, the Ryan when he swings his hammer up again.
Yeah, no, it's a very interesting combo. Some might even risk not, or just using the grab, and if you have high damaging heroes like Reinhardt. But there's the other grab from the other side, though. The pulse bomb as well is going to try to pick up a couple there. And now it's just cleanup here for nobody. It's just back and forth. The ult come this way, and then the ults go that way. And now this team's going to have the point. Now that team's going to have the point. It's really who can defend against this, or they, whichever team manages their ults better.
Well, right now, neither team does have a Graviton.
Thanks for the assist.
Apex is going to come in now with that rally, though. So we are going to get that. It's a bit of support, and the Pharah Barrage might just spell the end of this, though. We'll see what happens.
Shatter does come out, though, from NSG Gamer. The Justice also comes out, but not going to find anything, unfortunately. The Earth Shatter came out as well, but I didn't see much that got caught in it. Now it's just a brawl on the point. The Coalescence getting pinned from Max. That was a huge pin for them. Apex might just have this point back. It's looking like it's going in their favor. Not a whole lot of ults except Valkyrie available for nobody here. The Res does try to come out, but it's going to get hooked by Mr. Noob Crusher here on the Roadhog. And Apex going to take that back. Now, this isn't over. We got one more fight left, probably for nobody to regroup. It's going to be close, though. They're going to have to touch point. Where are they? Can they touch point? I don't think they can touch point. They might be able to touch point. Someone's going to have to run. Like faster than that. It wasn't fast enough.
At that point, it's just a matter of knowing, like, your stall characters need to probably back off that point and just, getting into a health pack and making sure you can touch and not dying in that instance.
Goofy getting play of the game. Apex gonna win that first map. Yep.
So overall, despite the early disconnect, it ended up being a relatively close engagement.
Hard work is its own reward.
We will go to a map choice of either Eichenwald or Blizzard World, and nobody will choose the map. It will actually just be random.
What do you think they're going to go to?
I think Eichenwald's a much more comfort pick, that it's been out for a longer time, unless Team Nobody has practiced Blizzard World to try to get as familiar with it as possible so they could be ready for a situation like this. But if they haven't put in a whole lot of practice on it, they could just go for Eichenwald because everyone's going to know that the best. So I'm going to say Eichenwald.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to preferable map choice, a lot of people are going to.
Well, it's just got a nice aesthetic. Like I really love the castle and the Crusaders like fortress and things like that. Is just really cool. So
You know, both maps are actually kind of similar, with the end being inside of a very similar kind of castle.
yeah, like a castle-ish area that I can get. Also, this map has a lot more opportunity to use environmental kills than well, I guess the second point specifically. So it really, they might be trying to optimize that as well. We'll see what they run. Nobody chose this map, and nobody is still in the red. Yes, I think nobody is still in the red, so they will be attacking first on their map choice. Is nobody supposed to be defending first? I didn't know if that was a thing or not. I don't think it matters.
Can we choose the Halloween version of this map?
Locked Up for Life is going there. I know, right? That'd be kind of cool if before you choose a map, if it was like, what version do you want?
I actually want the Uprising King's Row to be
I know, daytime King's Row would be cool.
Available.
But then again, when it rolls around to that time of year and you see that map that's like fashion to what the season is, it really also gives you that special kind of feeling. Because if you see it like whenever you can, then it's just like, but sometimes you want to just go back and play some Overwatch just to see the map change, and you're like, oh, it's festive.
That's a good point.
Alright, so nobody, well, I'm not going to really see what nobody's attacking with, because they'll probably change it the last second. But most likely we'll see a triple support come out if Locked Up for Life, who got subbed out for Noob Crusher, I believe, is actually going to Bastion. So we're not seeing the triple support, and we're seeing the Bastion instead. Which, Bastion is a great answer to triple support if nobody is running it. I don't know if they will, but that long range damage is really what you want. It was the same strategy we ran.
Vegeta can do against the Bastion.
Yeah, that was the strat we ran when in the All-Star games. Well, my team anyway. We defended Anubis with Bastion on the high ground with Orisa, and then just rotated when things worked our way, and it was actually kind of crazy.
We're going to see the Mercy and the Moira here, so it's not going to give them any real defensive ultimates, unfortunately.
So they're holding point, which is a thing we hardly ever see for hiking wall. Is someone holding the point. Like usually you always are gonna use your spam characters to get the choke. Even with this comp right here, I think their Apex is giving nobody too much space, because they're gonna immediately move the point, and even if they can use the payload as like cover against Sebastian and shield their way, Apex is going to be forced to move on to point just to contest it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Jane always says, right? I mean, defenders choose where you attack, the attackers choose when.
Yeah.
And when we're seeing an early pick under the Mercy, that's actually massive.
Immediately, the Bastion gets focused because everyone knows the deadliness of that man. There's 2 picks already here, and I think this is going to be nobody's point. Honestly, with the setup, you really should have put a little bit of choke, because it's so much easier to defend. With this, you could come from either 3 or 4 different ways. The attackers could have, trying to get to that point, just because no one was really there to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, plus, you know, Hanzo is incredibly good against Bastion. Right
Yeah,
now,
Hanzo,
especially once that Orisa shield goes down, it's just game over.
Yeah. So much. So the Pharah is out. I don't. Archicas has had the Pharah out already though. But we'll see what they can do against.
On this Bastion. I'm unsure why.
I have talked to Locked Up a couple times. he doesn't make the best decisions in my opinion, and that's just all around. We'll see.
No
Well,
shots.
maybe there's some genius behind this. So I'll reserve judgment until we see that. Archigust is forcing the Kree off the high ground here. Already blocked it for life, dying to that weak, the disadvantage against Hanzo, and Zenyatta helping nobody out here.
Yeah, I mean, it is Overwatch free weekend, and right now they're just making themselves free.
In the spirit of free weekend, we will give you all this free cart movement. Oh man, this is
just absolutely a steamroll right now.
I don't see any stoppage coming from Apex. High Noon comes out, picking up 3 though. This could be the first sign of stopping, but Pokemon is getting the pick on a Deadly Cobra. Max losing his life too. They locked it for life. Pharah now, they're gonna pull it out because no one likes to go pharmacy. No one likes to fight against pharmacy, so you pull out your own pharmacy. So everyone's just mad.
Yeah, right now, I mean, in the pharmacy duel, I mean, Hanzo is a lot better against Pharah right now, but, you know, with the side of, I think it's Apex
still not
Rookies, and you
amazing.
have the Discord Orb, and the McCree, and the Pharah, I mean...
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, Hanzo definitely has a better chance at killing Pharah, but I don't think you're going to get as much value as a McCree or Soldier. The Justice coming out... Wow,
The double
Poopster
boot.
taking advantage of the shield going up. That's actually crazy.
That was a big play by Booster, absolutely massive. I think that double
Like
kill on the tanks.
2 ults.
And he's just
came at those
fragging out
guys.
now, DPS Lucio,
Dude,
who needs fucking steal,
Booster.
you know? And finally he falls.
Finally getting taken down by Pharah. Locked up for life, not letting this Lucio do whatever he wants. Superb being taken out by those dragons from a really weird direction.
Yeah, but he finds 3 now, and again, right, after Locked Up for Life does fall,
Shatter coming in. Max making sure to counter Shatter here. But,
overall just a brawl, but the respawn advantage not really playing a factor here, not mattering enough. They're gonna go for a contest. The barrage comes out now. Finds 2.
ooh,
And they could be able to hold this. I thought that was it.
I thought it was it too, but Locked Up for Life came in clutch there on those rockets.
Yeah, a bit of an extended team fight that, you know, may have been just resolved by grouping up again.
Archigust is swapping off of Pharah onto McCree now. They want to really push that payload. With McCree, you can build up your ultimate too, and you have such a great advantage on the high ground, getting your ult off. There's a High Noon coming out from, oh, yep, Deadly Cobra gonna lose his life trying to hide in there. Sands on the cart. Poofster's kind of alone. He got a taste for the blood, and then he went in for it.
And
But
the Valkyrie gets popped. Very, not a good Valkyrie to pop right there.
Yeah.
Really no point in
That
that.
yeah, it's also, I think, to a lot of chaos going on. You're like, okay, this is a lot of chaos, I want to stop it, but then you pop it and realize no one's really there to get the value out of that, or your team isn't ready to push. So that's really missed opportunity there.
They do have
To
the
get
big,
more
they do
value.
have the Shatter and the Diva Bomb, you know.
So
Anyone
you
who
Diva
watched
Bomb,
Apex Season 1, not this
look at
Apex,
this.
the
Here it
other
comes.
Apex.
Here comes the Shatter. There it is, and it's gonna be huge! And why'd you Dragon? You should have had faith, my boy. Gotta have faith. That team kill, dude. That was like, if I was NL Gamer, and so, I mean, I might have been too caught up in the game, but if you were keeping track of those ults, you would not have turned around and you would have like sacrificed your life to stop that Shatter. But then if you
As I
die
was
from the
talking
Diva
about just
Bomb,
before that, man, speaking of Apex Season 1, you know, Envious back in the day with the Mickey combo
oh yeah, dude.
in the semifinals, I believe it was, of Apex Season 1. Just like that. Huge combo, and we could be looking at a street stays hold, but instead, here we are deep inside the castle now.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Really just crazy. there's not a whole lot you can do to stop that. I mean, you can all try to like avoid the Diva Bomb while at the same time blocking the Shatter. But there's the Graviton coming in, the High Noon also coming in from Deadly Cobra and Archegustus at the same time, but all this going in the favor of Apex. A lot of ults were used there.
Swap onto the Junkrat, probably the best.
Locked for Life also swapping the Junkrat. No one's running fair anymore.
Now, Far, of course, loses a lot of the value in these close quarters, like low ceiling situations. But yeah, the booster has to build this Trank like extremely quickly. Locked up for life already at 50% on the tire.
We got some dragons available, but he's gonna Pokemon is gonna die. Superb King really putting in the work here on his defense. Zarya is super high charge and they keep feeding her.
Yeah, they need to back out immediately. I mean,
now Zarya's gonna be able to just push in here. Once you have all this high health, I mean, there's the Trank, or Trance, or whatever. Oh man, a lot of ults are coming out right now, and I do not know. There's people gonna be able to touch, but now the whole team is gonna come and just finish off the rest of this Team Nobody.
Yeah, it was a good attempt. A fantastic wombo on the bridge to even get it this far, but ultimately in the end, just, I mean, maybe if they didn't use dragons there, maybe they would have had a chance to go a bit farther.
All right.
But overall, I mean, I would say that Eichenwald Streets is probably the easiest streets phase in the game to hold. It used to be, I would say, Blizzard World second before the changes to second point.
Yeah, that street phase. Well, no, streets that made it less easy to hold on that street phase.
No, I know. I'm saying like before it was easier to hold on streets on Blizzard World.
Oh,
and then they made it harder to hold.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. You know, you're right. I mixed up the meaning there. What other places?
So, I mean, this is winnable. This is absolutely winnable. Obviously, you want to complete, but at least getting streets is relatively big.
It depends on how well the attack goes, really. Like, if they can, if we see a whole lot of coordination from nobody to defend, we could definitely see a full hold even here.
Just don't defend high ground, you know, don't make the same mistake.
I mean,
defending high ground, it's like, it's giving the point for free, you know, it's...
I mean, not for free, but just at like a 50% discount. Like you're essentially putting yourself at a disadvantage trying to defend.
I mean,
it's possible, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not worth it. It's honestly just not worth that point present. Unless you had like an amazing whole team that could work against the Pharah. If you had like a man on Widow that could just snipe the Pharah out of the air that can't shoot you, and then you have Bastion. And, I don't know.
Speaking of Pharah, we're gonna be seeing some dueling Pharahs here.
We haven't seen triple support since Nepal. There's just already the back cap's coming. I'm not sure why people do that. Like just start the back cap to pull the attention. I guess to allow the distraction so their team can get through, but we'll see how it goes. Immediately, Apex is gonna move on the point, but NGL Gamer is gonna pin way into the enemy line there. And is fighting off people really well. I'm surprised he did not die after going that far in. And Apex has a huge advantage on this.
Cleanup time here on the side of Apex.
Yeah. NGL is just sweeping his broom here on the payload. Into the hammer.
Well, he's swinging the broom as he wants to sweep. And we're...
Tough.
So NL we're close to the shatter right now. Still a bit of a ways to go for Super King.
I think Ace is hosting the MSBH map and they are inviting me, so I'm going to go now. But yeah, good luck to both teams.
I think I'm the one who needs the most luck here because I'm going to be solo casting, so rip viewership.
Justice reigns from above.
Great barrage coming in now.
Double.
Nobody gets both tanks now on the side of Apex. Poofstar has been fragging out a lot in this game. He's been really impressing me a lot. He hits the sound barrier right now. And again, man, if they are going to hold this, he has to have one hell of a game as Lucio, and he already is. But that sound barrier is going to need to be clutch when that Super King gets his Graviton off. Both teams now just doing some poking. Apex gets point presence. Deadly Cobra's gonna fall. And right when the Valkyrie is popped, Poke goes straight for the attack buys. They're gonna get some cleanup now. 3 big kills with that. He's being the damage boosted too. That's what you want for your Mercy. Poke going absolutely off, killing Sands as well. And nobody doing what needs to be done here. But they also did use that sound barrier in this fight, so it's gonna be very difficult to defend against that unless Pack Attack gets a eat.
Justice reigns from above.
Barrage comes out, so not only going to find Super King, that's actually what they needed though. Sure finds Archangel. And both teams just brawling out now. Fever Bomb's gonna find the Mercy. And you know, just buying this time, like getting these kills, it's buying them so much time. And after that, after losing the first point relatively quickly, this is exactly what they want. This is exactly what they need. Just under 3 minutes left on the clock for Streets phase. And now, going on to the Winston here, we're going to be running Dive. And locked up saying, I've had enough of this Farah. He's going to go on to the Widowmaker. And I don't know if Farah is married or not, but trying to definitely widow whoever she is.
I've got you in my sights.
Attack plays are coming in again, gonna find locked up for life. And the Mercy, making very good use of that attack fire. So he's been very efficient with these so far. And right now, yeah, just winning these engagements is hardcore. I'm gonna stagger the baby diva, that's what I like to see.
Powered up. Sniper.
Alright. Coming in now. Sound barrier is gonna be popped on the side of nobody. Oop. Wow, bro. Nice pulse bomb, gets the D-Mech. And finally, Apex is gonna get some cart moving. Just over a minute left here. Going for a last minute stall by, not gonna find that. Booster's gonna die too. They are going to have ultimates online though, so the stall is going to be very real, and ideally, you know, you want to use that Primal Rage right on this spot, get those environmental kills. But unsure if the Farah was able to find a good barrage. Not going to even find it as Locked Up for Life takes down 2 now with the Mercy as well. Just for getting yet another kill with that boot. And now the stall is coming out, but not going to be a very long stall. And this could very well be point B taken. Yeah. So, under 2 minutes left, just to complete the map. Or rather, get a little bit farther than nobody did. Pulse Bomb's gonna find the shield, not gonna find any kills with it. Deadly Cobra does fall. And Attack Visor yet again finding locked up for life. You know, Attack Visor is one of those ultimates, you know, not really in the best spot right now, but Focus has been absolutely killing it. And killing a lot of the enemy team with these Attack Visors. He's been really efficient with them. Unsure if Locked Up's gonna want to stay on this Widowmaker here.
60 seconds remaining.
They don't have very far to go. Really just, you know, one clean fight win, one team kill, and maybe some staggers, and it will be the point. Could be going for a big combo here. Not only gonna find the Mercy. Diva Bomb's gonna find two, though. That's a big kill. Big double kill with Attack Attack. Getting both DPS. Perez on the NL. Don't know if that's a good best idea. He does have the Primal Rage, though. Tire comes in. Finds Locked Up. Both tires coming in. Another big double. Fights all around now. But, you know, the numbers advantage, the respawns, it's just too much. And pending a miracle, nobody can be able to take this one. Huge win, you know, really good stall of air on streets, holding them by the initial choke, and able to come back, take it down. Really on the back of a lot of these Attack Visors, which was just absolutely top notch, and it was this heroic wombo combo. Amazing, you know, he gets him to turn around, gets the shatter off, big combo. That's definitely deserving of play of the game. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. We'll be back for the next game in just a little bit.
Good evening, ladies and gents, children of all ages. So right now I already seen that nobody held out Apex on Eichenwald. Now we're moving on to Lunar Colony.
The last map's going to be Horizon here. Not a fan of Horizon, to be honest.
Horizon is an okay map in my book.
Traveling to Horizon.
Well, it's the best of the two CP maps, but that's like, you know, not saying much.
My favorite TCP map is Hanamura. Just because you can utilize Ana very well on that map.
True.
And it's very good
like
for
New
dive
Bonnie
defense.
first is a pretty good
Yeah.
Ana.
But it's more open, which is kind of annoying.
Well,
'Cause,
yeah,
like, if we all-
Horizon rework should be on the PTR this summer sometime.
Yeah. It's gonna be weird though.
It's gonna make the second point a bit easier for defenders, which I'm honestly not a big fan of. I like how Horizon has a lot of high-scoring games, to be honest.
But then again, you could just compare it to a real pro player and then We'll see what's the matter with that map. Seems that Apex are running for more of the
Attackers
standard
incoming
defense with the
in 30
Zarya
seconds.
and the Orisa comp. Locked up for life, gonna be on that Widow again. Also to the stream, I want to give a shout out to Tater Tot, who is one of my best teammates on Dark Phoenix, and she's a phenomenal flex player.
So Poke's gonna have a disconnect again. I'm about to get a pause here.
Yeah.
He's had this issue before, but luckily this time it's before the match has started. Also, very low key. I would actually like to see attack Symmetra here. I honestly really
True.
would.
I want Pack Attack to stay on this attack Symmetra. But then again, he's gotta make them Poco bombs. Gotta catch them all. So what are your predictions for this match today? So far now,
I mean, it's been very close so far. It's been a really entertaining series.
Do you think
I
Apex
honestly
might go
don't
for the reverse
know
sweep?
what to tell you. I think it could honestly go either way.
I'm more hyped for the SB or Spacebound versus Apex. Because again, it kind of gives me like a Dallas Fuel versus Florida Mayhem kind of vibe.
Attackers incoming.
Right?
Well,
Now
Dallas
we're
Fuel
going-
now is one of the best teams
Good.
in the league for this meta anyway. We'll see how they do against better teams, but
I mean, I'm a Fusion fan,
beating
so
Fusion was massive.
Enemy in my
true.
sights. You authorized to move behind my
So far, what we're gonna see from nobody is those Ryan Zarya and double stamp as projectile.
So far,
Gummy
he's
Cobra
gonna
gonna
walk into the flank. You're gonna do some damage. Ryan is discorded. He's gonna fall sands. Good kill there. And
Yo,
there's just gonna be
Sands
clean up
is
now on the side of it.
popping off.
Sands, he may as well have an
People
NY
be
Excel
dropping.
skin on. I don't know if he does or not, but he's just
No, I think it's just the awkwardness on the skin. It would have been cool because it would have been like Zernak or something. We're gonna see both Hootster and Day here. They're gonna be staggered out in this fight. Unless their tanks can get attacked. But they're just gonna seem to be okay.
Back to back. We're not really anywhere close to a grab right now, but they are gonna get the 2 kills. That's a big kill in the Sands again and lock up for life. The Coalescence, the Kamehameha is gonna come through. Gonna do some damage, and
That match is gonna pick up Deadly Cobra.
this is just a Ryu Jae Hong commercial right now, boys.
I'm Rouge Hong, and you're watching Disney Channel. Now nobody's gonna take the first point with a time of 6 minutes. We're gonna see
Defense point. Objective
Mano switch to the Winston.
Folks also gonna go onto the Gengu.
Yep.
So running a very anime comp here with the Moira, the Hanzo, and the Gengu.
Very weird.
Are you sure this isn't Hanamura Ninjas?
True.
Grab's gonna come in.
That's a huge grab by Super.
Yeah, that's got to stop all that momentum right in its tracks. And just get the cleanup now. Completely finish
We're
him
gonna
off.
see nobody with 4 ultimates right now.
Booster's been
Would be
very
my-
impressive on the Lucio all game. He's gonna have that sound barrier again.
enemy in my
Back attack. Probably gonna wait up for the Graviton.
Yeah. Nice insight by Locked Up for Life and just giving away most of their position to prevent any push. You just avoid sideline. Locked is gonna stand like they're really back too. off, but
That's a
gonna
big
take
kill already on the locked up for life. They're gonna take the point now. Coalescence is gonna come through, and oh wow, man, just cleaning them up big time. Could be able to build this Graviton.
Hack attack could easily do it, Graviton quickly. It's not gonna be picked off by Poop, so. The Grav is thrown out, and the Dragons will consume. Other Saiyans is gonna contest for a bit with that, but Gamer is going to
and a Grav I mean, right now it's all about just getting the stall. You know, you want to get as little time back as possible. But I mean, this is, you know, pending a miracle. This is finished.
That's gonna miss the stars. Gator Top's gonna go down the pack attack.
There's no ultimates anywhere close on the side of Apex.
Yeah. Here we are with nobody with 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
And that's really, you know, why Horizon might be the best TSP map in the game. Just, I think it's the only map where really the attackers have a advantage. Not even really an advantage, but like it's more of an even playing field than the other ones.
I still like Hanamura though because it's both a mixture. Because like you have both defenders and attackers with high ground.
True. Yeah, true.
And our team is normally a dive orientated team, which is very fun. And everybody be going like dive in a Brigitte medal, lol. I want the chat to say that.
Monko Omega.
Yep.
Are we gonna see the Ana here? I really don't know. I think he could be trolling us.
Maybe. Safe is a good Ana.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
So with the Philly Orange supporting Neptuno, I guess. Teams from Apex are gonna run the triple tank. Or no, quadruple tank. Excuse me.
Yeah, same with Moira Meatball. We've seen this strat a lot of the time.
I think it was Lemon Spitfire who did this strategy first.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Sure.
I think so.
But yeah, I mean, fighting into a Junkrat with a quad tank, not really what you really want. He's going to be getting so much ultimate turret. It's already halfway to that Riptire. And he's pretty much all he has it right now. He's going to die though, so that's huge. That's exactly what you needed. You needed that initial pick. Lockdown's going to be demeched.
And now Apex looks like they have control, as if they're defending. Oh, Max is gonna go pin Mana though. So far the fight seems to be in Apex's way, unless Koofy can just straight on fight contest forever. He cannot hit him.
You know, the big thing in that fight was taking out Poke immediately. You know, if he had been able to get that Riptire off, maybe get a couple of kills, maybe even one kill, the fight would have been over. But taking out the biggest threat. In fact, that here is gonna go one of a May of all things. So, trying to isolate, ha 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 ha, May puns.
Ah, I get it. Huge shatter button, NL Gamer. Going to pick up 3 with that. He just runs up the arc.
Yet again, disconnected. So, here we disconnected once and before it's game, so I don't think we're going to be able to get a pause in here.
Yeah.
And this is just super unfortunate. Apex leaning up.
Turn back.
And a massive time bank.
Wait, is this for
Just under
playoffs?
6 minutes.
Wait, all these rounds are bits for playoffs, right?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the playoffs.
Yeah, Poke now. I mean, Poke's gonna have to go onto the Lucio because you're gonna keep lagging out, which I assume was what's happening.
Goofy is gonna be the DPS now.
Yeah, you know, I'll just say he is having internet issues, and you know his game's a bit laggy. Lucio is probably one of the safest picks you can do in that case. Definitely, you can play a DPS hero at that point.
Attackers incoming.
Unless
in 30
somehow you do
seconds.
good with weird ping. Unless you're like the friend, where you can just play on like the oddest ping ever on North American or European servers.
Was it EQO who was playing on some like he was really handicapping himself when he reached rank 1 in EU or something?
I think so, yeah.
5, 4,
I think it was either EPO or defense. Because normally they seem like to rank 1 first.
defend objective
We're gonna see locked up for life on the Zenyatta. They're trying to do a triple support with Junkrat.
Yeah, I'm often surprised where you don't see more DPS players ever flex onto the Zenyatta, and as I say that, you know, Caster's curse, he's gonna fall.
Sure. Oh, the nice group from NL though is getting rid of Max from that fight.
Yeah, I mean, right now, nobody has to be a bit tilted after the disconnects we've been having this game. So,
Oh, the nice pin by Max. Going to pick up NL. Both lines are down now.
yeah, if you're nobody, you have to, like, back out right now. This is a lost fight, and they are gonna do just that.
Up. Arthur's going to pick up
Locked up
for life.
again, falling.
Now we have the tire thrown from Deadly Cobra. Not gonna pick up anything. Oh, wait.
double kill.
Tire
Half
from
the
Deadly
curse.
Cobra is gonna fight too, though. Both redheads being taken out. I think he hates gingers.
Locked up for life, gonna pick up 3. Just becoming J. Jonak.
I've seen worse.
Let's see what skin he actually has on. I can't really tell.
It's NY EXO. I mean, Locked is just a true NY fan.
Enemy contact.
Although Shaz has really been growing on me, is probably the best non-Korean Zenyatta player. But yeah, I mean, they're very close to the dragons, but not gonna find the dragons as Cobra takes them with the hands out. So yet again, back to spawn. They don't have a mercy to res this.
Which is
And that's
kind
one of the
odd
problems when
because
you're fighting against a Junkrat. When you get these, like,
60 seconds.
you know, cheesy
Random
kills, you can't res them back up. And then it just takes more time off the clock.
normally I like, well, despite the fact that I hate having boosted ones on my team, I really appreciate notice them up for how much value he has in a fight.
Dragons aren't gonna find anyone. I'm surprised they didn't wait for the Graviton.
Yo, Goops are gonna pick up 2 though. It seems that nobody does have an advantage in this fight.
30 seconds.
Questionable
That
shatter by
shatter
NL.
definitely unneeded.
True.
Unless he's planning on swapping right away, but really questionable.
I don't believe that he is. Now, nobody gonna have 30 minutes and 6 seconds. Billy Cobra and El both gonna make the swaps to the Tracer.
I'm shocked Sans hasn't popped the rally yet. I am really shocked. And gonna use it in the...
Nice grab by Super. Now nobody with only 12 seconds left. If they can get the kills on Pepe in that lifetime,
The Bloodthirsty Mercy coming out.
Tay is the most bloodthirsty Mercy, along with Ash. No lie. And Max is the latest status.
I am really shocked that they even managed to take point A.
True. You're right. Maybe it must have been like a misplay by Apex. But Apex have like nearly 6 minutes to spare. So they have a lot of time to know what they want to go with, and the time to make the counterable swaps.
In the unlikely event of a draw, do you know what happens?
I think nobody would just win 1-0. That's apparently the rules in the AG. As I
Okay,
am
you wouldn't
reading
go to
right
like a
now.
control map at all?
I wish it would. That's what I want. I want like more like games to be shown. Like, you know how in OWL they just put it up to 4 maps best.
If the game does go to like a tie, like a draw, there will be one single control point to play to decide the winner. Because this is actually 1-1.
I think that's how they did it in Apex. I think in Apex in Korea, not this Apex he's playing obviously, but they would just go to Lee Jang control center.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
These are using my favorite maps still. Go for I'm gonna waste this. So far we're seeing the double spam comp by the side of nobody.
Well, I worked for them the last time. And I'm still gonna go with the Martin with the Moira meatball.
Hitting that max hold on from Superb. He's gonna go down, so there's a lack of... It's hard by a poke, isn't it?
Already had the tire out, but didn't find anybody with it. It looks like we are gonna be able to get a hold here on this first fight.
Nice bubble though by Superb onto Locks. That was like a good bubble despite the fact that they're probably both dead anyways.
Yeah, he's 10% to grab. Don't really know what they're gonna be really comboing with it. Probably just the Reinhardt hammer.
Or the Roadhoggle, as he could probably charge it up quickly by hitting a bunch of damage. Yeah, but this quad tank setup wouldn't work against the double spam.
Some good ultimates here for nobody also to definitely hold this eventually. Gonna pop the Valkyrie a bit.
Clearing the area.
Nice.
Early.
Justice reigns from above.
We're gonna see the side of nobody using both their DPS.
They just burned their entire war chest.
True. And Apex are already looking up to 5 ults for this fight.
Yeah, they just burnt everything they had built up. The Poofer is going to have the sound barrier. That's going to be about it. And I don't think sound barrier is going to be able to go through the grab and the whole hug. Especially not with no stuns available. They will have a hook. That's gonna need to be massive. They're gonna need the hook.
That is a hook.
Deadly Cobra.
Caster's Curse. The grab is going out. The boot has been dropped, but Max has already been claimed.
Justice reigns from above.
The Bronze is being thrown out by Arc again. The K is going on the battle Lucio quest once more. Oh, Lock. They're gonna fall through Lock's Evo bombs or nukes.
Okay, now the kills are just coming in. Now it's just a matter of stalling, trying to get the best possible outcome you can, and that's going to be the point taken. There's no way Mac are going to try to fight that one. Super beaking, also, you know, about 30% left to get a Graviton again. And if they can actually push with the sound barrier, we're going to have the Coalescence too. This is really doable for them right now just to get one tick.
Push another grab again.
Surrender to my will. Party on the objective.
The Riptire is available. He's
You
got
grab again.
Takes out ML. And the D-Mech too.
Thanks for the assist.
Yeah, this is just an extended fight right now. This is actually exactly what you want if you're nobody.
On a roll.
Gonna take over now. We're gonna go onto the Tracer and locked up for life. Gonna swap onto the Soldier.
They're all gonna switch to dive comp. Hack Attack Corey has another Diva Bomb, or a Diva Bomb right now, so he could possibly make the Coco Bomb happen.
Justice reigns from above.
The Sands is gonna fall. That's gonna be a big source of their healing, just completely out the window. They just cannot see none of this, so they're not gonna let that happen. Too many kills on the board. So a minute 40, and this is absolutely possible to get this hold now. They're in a very good spot.
My belief is that you could put either Tater Tot on the Mercy and then put Sains on the Zenyatta, or put Tay back on, or just keep Tay on Mercy and just have Sains switch to Mercy or something.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked neither team is running the Zenyatta right now.
Yeah. Then again, it's console meta.
Big kill onto Poke though by NL Gamer. That's exactly what they needed to open things up. He was so close. Another kill by Cobra on the Mercy. Diva Bomb's gonna come in, gonna find nothing. But the kills are coming through.
Locked up for life has a high ground. He's going to get dived by Hack Attack.
And it's gonna need to be a miracle tire. Not gonna find anything, but locked up for life. He says it's over, Anakin. Or what? If it was so
The high ground. And he's going to pick up 4 with that Attack Visor.
You know you want some. Play of the game.
And that's it. You know, if Poke didn't have the connection issues, maybe if he wasn't playing on, I don't know what his issue is, honestly. I'd like to find out. Maybe it could have been a bit different. It was already, honestly, a relatively close series.
Here we have NL just Goomba stomping.
And Tater Tot with a very impressive kill participation, honestly, for Lucio.
She's a battle Lucio. Let's go. PogChamp.
We were so close to an extra game. So close to an extra control map, but just couldn't make it happen. Are you staying in for the next one, or?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, guess so.
Okay. Cool.
Now we have nobody versus Spacebound. Right?
I'll check
I
the
thought it was
schedule.
Apex. Let me check the schedule as well.
Yeah, nobody versus Spacebound.
Then we have Vanquish versus Spacebound. Spacebound versus nobody. Alrighty.
So you said this was playoffs, or?
Yeah, this was apparently playoffs.
Oh, but it's a group stage, so we're
Yeah, it's a group stage.
Okay, yeah.
Here we have the Mega Mean Team Spacebound. For primarily, I believe, we're number 5 or number 6 in the Red Division rankings. It was interesting because Phoenix scrimmed them yesterday.
Why don't you tell the folks at home, and me, honestly, how the playoffs are working right now?
I think it's more or less in an elimination belief or something. I don't think it's truly determined yet.
It's like how Apex did. Well, it would be like the original stage, and then like the it's like a round of pools, I guess you could say, compared to
Yeah.
that. Or round robins, rather. So the first map choice is Nepal or Gibraltar?
Nepal. I love Koth maps.
I don't know, it was Nepal, and then it was between Eichenwald or Blizzard World. Who's honestly gonna pick Blizzard World?
Blizzard World's like the worst hybrid map ever.
I don't like Numbani either, honestly, but yeah, I think Blizzard World's pretty bad. I mean, it's better now with the second spawn being changed.
Yeah. Now, what are your predictions between Spacebound and Nobody?
I think it's going to come down to how Poke's internet is. Really, I think it plays a pretty key factor. If you're going to be your big source of DPS, then he has to be able to hit his shots. He has to be contributing. He can't be lagging out. He can't be. I mean, if that means putting him with a Lucio, then we've seen him play that. I mean, just do that, and have Pooster onto the DPS.
But despite that, I still believe that Spacebound have it win. Despite the fact of how much inconsistency they have.
Alright, so it's going to be Nobody in the blue, Spacebound in the red.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
I unintentionally keep calling them Skybound, which is a meme. So you're going to expect me to accidentally call them that.
Overall, I think Gibraltar is one of the best payload maps.
Sure.
I kind of like Rialto also, honestly.
Rialto?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a weird map on first point, honestly. Because it's like, it's
Yeah,
very
first point
small.
is yeah, definitely. But after that, it's I think it's relatively fun. I mean, to call it the King's Row with payload might be a bit of a stretch. I mean, if King's Row is probably the best map in the game, but
Yo, I would love to see Doc stay on this Doomfist though.
yeah, I would too. It's always fun to see a Doomfist just completely take over a game. Or of a Symmetra, that'd be fun too.
Especially if it's Doc, he's like always like big meme.
Look at this team. We're gonna do great.
I could literally do an impression right now, but then again, it'll just be annoying.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
As you can see from Nobody, they're going for more of a dive-orientated defense. Doing Chase Senji, original dive composition. Something that, like, it's say fusion with them.
Yeah.
Just
5,
Just not, don't have, Poke play the Widowmaker like Shadowburn was.
He's not a bad Widowmaker, but I wouldn't say he's good. But anyways.
Great, Jack is gonna be on the...
Sombrero. Which is what he's known for. The hack though, Sharingan phase, res.
Getting some cleanup kills here, making out some blows, chasing Apex away.
Not Apex,
Been
nobody.
doing a very good job so far, and the contest is gonna come in. This is just gonna be gonna have to be a miracle contest. I think this is gonna be point A.
Yeah.
Both supports down. There's no way this is gonna be hold.
I'm going to say SV are one of the good deathball teams, but more or less, it's a 50-50.
Oh, and the BM now.
Doc,
Teabagging Poke.
Thinks they're gonna go down, as he's going to be staggered in this fight.
And we're getting... I don't know why we're getting a pause here. Are we getting a request for a pause?
Maybe, I don't know.
It might be an issue with this stream. I think oh, Poke does go anyway. Yeah, I mean, does nobody have anyone they can sub in at all?
I don't know.
One thing I wish they Blizzard would add is if you disconnect and reconnect, you keep your ult charge that you had. But
That would be true. That would be amazing. Whatever happened to that thing where you see from a game and you wouldn't, like, get in trouble for it any closer?
I don't think that was ever a thing. I think you always got in trouble.
I think it was a thing in Season 2.
Big EMP now. As in Yada down to only... He's gonna be taken out.
I feel like that can both becoming, like, practically Zacharyans who are used confusion unit with this, yeah.
Oh, who are you as a god, though?
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, do you think Fusion University was playing seriously against British Hurricane in that show match? I really don't think they were.
But then again, most EU teams can't run dive as soon.
I think that, like, if University had played first in the day, this is getting really off topic, but I just want to get my point out here. I think they would have had they would have actually shown up because they just went from winning their tournament, like we're going to be NA side, and they never really got a chance to really celebrate. To go from that to playing an exhibition, not really fun. But anyways, Booster is gonna frag out. He does get the kill in the Blue Ninja. Unibomb's gonna come in, gonna find nobody, and nobody is gonna be able to hold this at the moment. But 5 minutes on the clock. This is an insane amount of time.
Already good like that, gonna get the hack on. Do max. Very nice escape. Poke is already gonna go down to Minton. Or Mitten. Now the big stuff is up. The nice play by Mr. Dawson, getting rid of the Zen from the fight. That's going to be a risky play.
Frags him out, and now this is just going to be a regroup now. This is a lost fight. Gonna translocate out. But yeah, I mean, this next fight's going to be probably the when it ends it. We're gonna have that Earth Shatter, we're gonna have that EMP. Face down. Should be able to take this one.
Nice EMP.
Now he's gonna get the headshots under the Sombra. And despite the EMP being relatively decent,
there's no follow-up whatsoever. Blue Ninja, gonna make a swap onto the Pharah.
I'm unsure why he thinks that's a good idea, playing into double hit scan and the Diva and the Zen.
I mean, resorting most of the time, his best hero is Pharah, and he does make it work sometimes.
We'll see how effective it is. I really don't think this is the best option, pending an absolute just...
Are you gonna pick up Poopster? The grab is going to get turned up by me. They're gonna top them out.
And just a bunch of frags both ways now. Clinton is gonna get rezzed up. Diva Bomb's gonna fall in. And if I'm nothing.
I think that's anything.
We are extremely close to another EMP, but that could be what we need. Fantan's just a bit too late.
I could say easily that if SB made the switch to the dive composition with the red check on the Dachshund on Winston on Genshin and Blue on Tracer again, might have an advantage. But then again, they can't hear me.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, it's just not working right now. I mean, they had a 5-minute time bank, and now it's been very close to 3 minutes.
Now
just
2.
really nothing gained.
They could easily dive arc, then that pretty much would work. Already great white check gonna go down to poke. Nice. Although arc is gonna go down. But that's
And
a
yet
mercy
again, this
down.
is just gonna give more ult charge now to nobody.
They're gonna use that eye. Although Dachshund is going to get away with bullying Tooth right there.
Yeah, I don't know why we saw the primal rage use Diva. And more just late kills, more staggers. And I really don't think the Pharah is like really what you need right now. You cannot be running the Pharah into this double hit scan with the Zen and the Diva. It's a recipe for disaster.
I'm going to say this more or less. Pharah is okay against double hit scan most of the time, but it's like when the Diva is there, it gets annoying.
I've got you in my sights.
It does fall, so it is a trade, but then just the kills go the side of nobody again. Rezzing up Lucio not going to really have very much effect, I don't think. And 30 seconds left to make this work. They're going to have the EMP barrage combo, so they're going to need to go for it. Valkyrie is using the Trank preemptively.
They went back to easily use the NP and shut down the Zen. Pack attack gonna pick up Doc. We're gonna pick up 2 though. This might still go into this thing.
On a huge shatter.
There.
Doesn't really get the follow, and yet again, Poe leaves the game.
They're all gonna be on. Huge EMP coming in from the Great White Trap. Hopefully they follow up. Max is going down already. Already seems like SB are gonna push this card. They have the kills in their favor. Troops are gonna try and stagger, but there's no one left to touch this card. 7.
This is really painful to watch. You can only imagine what's going on in their chat right now.
Zip to 3. Switching sides.
This is a truly sad part champ.
It's like, and the thing is also, like, if you're Spacebound, you don't want to win this way.
Yeah.
We already saw a pause earlier. I don't know if we're allowed to get another one, or if this is just a continuation of the 3 minutes they had before. I believe it's one timeout per team with a maximum of 3 minutes.
If nobody actually do win this, though, it would be a major upset. I mean, with the fact of Poke DCing and all that, and they still beat SB.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just have to just start running him on the Lucio. I don't think... The thing is, he was doing very well on the Soldier, but it's just unfortunate that he disconnects at these moments in time where you have the opportunity to, you know, get your win condition in a pretty good place. Now you have to complete the map and, you know, do better in overtime, assuming we even get it that far. I mean, if you're the GM of this team right now, you gotta be making a sign right now. But I think rosters are locked, so maybe that's not even possible to do.
We're still resuming this game despite the fact that they're gonna 5-6.
And we might be getting a maybe a message to our. He's gonna be able to rejoin.
Now has to be on the defense. Going to run the Torbjorn, which would be hilarious if Jack stayed on that.
I do like the Roadhog pick though. That's probably what we are gonna see.
The pulled pork comp.
The Torb and the Vegeta actually has some fairly good chemistry with a double armor that you can apply.
I'm just thinking of 455 HP Jonak. No, that is scary though. Just have a Zenyatta with that, and a good one too.
Yeah, it's insane. It's also because of how the shields work in this game. I think that they really should consider putting armor ahead of shields.
But I think shields are lighter than armor though.
No, I know, but it's like you have to burn through the shields first before you even touch the added armor.
Yeah.
Escort the payload.
Feels bad, man.
Oh. Feels bad for poke wells.
Enemy turret ahead. Enemy turret ahead.
I love how Stabbat have a huge spam comp right there.
Oh, it's so much spam. Like it's one of the most cancerous things you could possibly run into right now.
Then again, basically Phoenix actually runs everything. One of our members, Aqua, he loves to run Torb on Rialto.
Payload stop. Let's get it moving.
And he pulled a Bastion against Skybound yesterday on this map exactly. During overtime once.
I like the positioning here by Spacebound too.
I like how they play by server.
Like, there's just so much spam. It's so difficult to break through this. Booster onto the Tracer. I don't know why you would run Tracer over here. I really don't. I don't think that's a good call at all.
But then again, imagine the ability is getting a random 5k as he just runs in there.
The caster's curse, probably. Does take out Blue Ninja, that's not going to be enough. The kills are already there. He does claim the Mercy too.
Nobody already taken down 2 minutes. Oops, you're gonna be a little stagger right there in that fight. Yeah, but that's
I mean, it was a good performance by him, but just not enough to get the kills. He's going to allow nobody to respawn now. They're going to come in. They're going to have the rally too. So the rally plus the Torb armor, this is going to be insane. And we're also going to have the supercharger for this fight too. So Blue Ninja, he's going to be able to get that Riptire extremely quickly with the extra 50% damage. Actually, plus the Mercy, you should be able to one-shot just about anybody.
That would be annoying for me. I just get tilted. Already back attack and then dive gets to him, trying to make sure that he gets no value out of that, but Art's already gonna go down the blue and just spam bombs.
So much damage, so much health. Complete spam. And they could have staggered.
Damage output increased.
Choke DC and
This is really difficult to watch, man. This is a video about you. This is just not safe for work.
This feels bad, like honestly. I wouldn't mind if nobody actually got that rematch against SB due to how everything's going on.
And we're seeing Terabad now. So this time they do in fact have the sub. I don't know what the rules are for this. He's allowed to come in at this point.
Well, I guess so.
30 seconds remaining.
No, I joked earlier about this was Overwatch 3 weekend, but this is really just gifting a win here.
Taking care of you, Brigitte.
Going for the Miracle Unimog.
Huge bomb by Hack Attack, picking up Adderall. Nice shutdown by Creature on Blue Ninja. And the pick up to Blue. And the BM, don't forget that. The BM is most important.
And wow, just like that, with Terabad coming in, they're going to be able to take point A, it looks like. That res is not going to go off. And it's crazy how just things suddenly rainbow change. You know, probably Spacebound just taking it easy at that point, not really expecting very much of a fight.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch on to a dive with Brigitte.
And you know, because of this payload, the time bank doesn't even matter. Really, so they could go all the way with this. They actually do have a chance right now. The momentum definitely on their side. They could be feeling it. They're just clearing through street space right now. This is absolute blazing speed.
We have Poopy just going next level BM right there on the XP.
Oops, they're gonna get the kill onto the Sombra. So continuing on, the arc. So nobody is gonna have the rally now, or not nobody. Spaceman is gonna have the rally.
Okay, I'm gonna throw in a tire there.
Tired doesn't find anybody. Gets taken out by the.
Now would be a good time for Blue Moon to switch to the Pharah, and to get the high ground potential.
And taking out Rialto, that's going to end the fight. Pretty much definitively. Rally's going to come through too. That's a far
Caution with like the far off pin on Takara bad.
I wish we could see his POV for that. Please tell me we got that.
No, I don't. I wish I think it'd be so easy. I just wanted to like see that YOLO charge that I normally do in my competitive matches. But it's just going in like someone and get a kill but then die afterwards and just straight on throw that team fight. The huge bomb though by Hack Attack. Call him Poco. Or Woo y'all.
Call him Mickey from Apex Season 1.
True.
Get ready for a shot.
The players are gonna be coming in. Nice kill on the Blue Ninja too. Once
Nice.
again, the tire gets taken out by the fire strike. He's definitely had
He's
these.
UMP by Great White Jack as well.
And yeah, I agree. I think Blue Ninja should definitely swap onto the Pharaoh here.
Minton has a grab. He's thrown out. Huge pin by Dawson.
Not going to be able to get the res off. It's really going to come down to Jack now. Self-destruct finds nobody. Literally
Trying
nobody.
his best to keep his toes on that point. That leaves enough time for his chance to come back. Huge shadow
Fire
though.
coming in again. It's going to find Blue Ninja. And they're actually going to be able to pull this one back. It seems ZMP not going to do the trick. And unbelievably, incredibly,
125 seconds.
but what a story this is, man. Terabad coming in for assuming that's a legal sub they did. I'm gonna assume it was, and just really helping his team out with a Junkrat pick, coming out huge, getting, you know, despite his 2 rip tires being shut down, he had some good plays, he had some good kills, and just, you know, completely turned this thing around in his favor. And they finished with a bigger time bank, despite that first hold, that was looking like a first hold.
Truly, indeed.
I mean, after all that Junkrat spam, Spacebound must be a bit shell-shocked.
That is a true fact indeed. I'll be right back real quick. I'm going to do something and then I'll be back for the next game.
Cool, cool. Yeah, what a shocking turn of events this is, guys. Absolutely huge. Terabad now gonna be under the Soldier, not gonna play the Junkrat. But he was definitely doing one hell of a job on that character.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Only 1 minute in the time bank for Spacebound.
60 seconds remaining.
But we've all seen pushes that go the distance. This could very well be a 6-6 game and beyond that. So I'm gonna give him some space for speed on the card. Not gonna drop down just yet. Just buying their time. I guess they're gonna take out Blue Ninja. That's a big frag immediately.
30 seconds remaining.
You know, you love seeing Zenyatta's get those headshots on the tracers. They're so annoying. Nice hack coming in by Jack. Terabad does fall. Packadack trying to take out the Mercy though. And this is looking like just a big brawl now on the point.
10 seconds remaining.
Nice fire strike coming through. He's very close to the shatter now. And a bunch of kills now following up. This could very well be a hold. EMP's not going to have very much follow-up. Everybody's already dead. Battle Mercy's not going to do anything. And from the brink of defeat, nobody looking to steal this one.
3 to 3. Switching sides.
And it's going to have to be a tremendous defense now by Spacebound. That's going to be running the Junkrat again. It's funny, really, how he was running the Soldier on defense and now goes for the Junkrat on attack. Definitely doesn't care about what Blizzard decides to label characters. You know, it would be crazy to think about what would have happened if Terabad had been in this map from the beginning, or in the last match too, even.
Attackers
You know,
incoming in 30
you talked about their
seconds.
comments before, how you know, upset they must have been, how discouraged, and now to go from that to, you know, a win condition, a very, very doable win condition. Just how the tables have turned. Space, we're gonna have Minton on the Junkrat, it looks like. We'll be running Regita with the other support with the Mercy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And Poofster are gonna be on
Attackers
the
incoming.
Tracer.
Hi.
Stop the pain.
Group up here. Group up with me.
yeah, Junkrat, one of the best characters you could really play into Brigida, and already gonna find the kill on the booster though is Minton. Minton gonna take out Terrabat as well. That's two tremendously big picks, and that's just gonna we're gonna have to regroup now. Gonna get some staggers or Jack gonna find Arc, and under a minute left now. 50 seconds, 49. Minton already very close now, 70% to that Riptire, and you know, in these overtime situations when it reaches that, Riptire is one of the best ultimates you could have to get people off a point or secure those kills.
30 seconds.
Nez is gonna find Max. Blue Ninja gonna find Terrabat again. Gonna get the res off now. And Spacebound looking like they're gonna be able to hold this one. Minton gonna launch the Riptire. Gonna find Fa. And they're gonna have to just back out now. They're gonna have time for one last regroup here, but respawns are going to be available. They just can't afford to lose anybody else. Minton's gonna be rezzed up. Blue Ninja's gonna pop attack visor though. Gonna find two. Gonna find a bunch. Pulse Bomb's not gonna be enough. Shatter comes in, and despite the comeback, he's going to get a trap though. I don't think the respawns are going to be able to get there in time, boys. Self-destruct's going to find two, and this is how much can the respawns come in? That's the real question. Just wrong enough. This is just a delayed fight and a half. Very unlikely we're gonna be able to close this one out. Keep on fighting though. Terrabat gonna find the kill on the Blue Ninja, but it's just not enough. Still contesting, not gonna be enough, boys. A valiant effort, one tremendous effort. You know, almost the comeback of all comebacks, all things considered. But Spacebound just had to put on their big boy pants and just get to work. Yeah, that was one of those stagger kills in OT. Don't think that was play the game worthy. Really don't. But yeah, I think if you are nobody though, you got to be thinking to yourself, okay, we actually have a legitimate chance now. We're not going to get these people lagging off anymore, lagging out rather. And it's going to be now between Eichenwald or Blizzard World. Nobody had I think they actually ended up winning Eichenwald earlier today. And that's what they're going to go with.
Traveling to Eichenwald.
Into Eichenwald now. Spacebound with an opportunity to sweep this game now. 2-0. But this is a very good Junkrat map, so probably going to see Terrabat run more Junkrat. But yeah, Spacebound. I really liked on first point how they ran the Brigitte with the Torb on Gibraltar. I think it is actually a really good combo with all the extra armor you add. It renders so many heroes completely useless.
Looks like I have time to do some research.
Yeah, let's move it, people.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Enough waiting around. Let's get out
So we're
there.
going to see Poopster on the Junkrat, Terrabat on the Soldier. Not really what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be switched around. Poopster was moving Junkrat earlier, if I recall correctly, as well. no Hanzo to pair with the Zarya Rein. And you know, we've seen a lot less Zarya, sorry, a lot less Hanzo than I would have thought we would have seen so far. Spacebound running the traditional dive, just with the Sombra in place of where we have a Genji. We're gonna go straight on point and start brawling. I would have probably liked to have seen a Risa instead of a I wish a Roadhog probably to deal with this. Nobody is gonna find some frags. Gonna get the DMAC on Minton. Jack is gonna be able to take up a Lucio and Uwen's gonna find booster. Firebar's on frag elbow. And just back and forth by Spacebound, getting the kills and the respawns. This is gonna be point take up. Nothing much that can really be done there. No swaps yet coming. Actually, yeah, we're gonna see Pekadak now going onto the Zarya. No, sorry, onto the Diva rather, from the Zarya. And hoping for some of that Poco madness. Jack Sombra is just gonna touch a thorn in the side of nobody so far. EMP gonna come out. And the follow-up is there. Carabad falls. The res does come up. And yet again, just in the back line, causing trouble. Minton is gonna get DMAC'd, but it doesn't really matter. The frags are already there. It's gonna be more cart. Yeah, so now they're gonna go onto the Tracer. He's had enough. The Junkrat just not working out for him right now. And you know, right now, Spacebound does have the ultimates to just completely take this one. You know, the Primal Rage is so good to use on this point. And he's just gonna pop it right now, a bit preemptively. Not sure if that was BM or what, but it is doing the trick. I mean, this is just a walk in the park. But Zenolf's going to be popped a bit preemptively. Payback is going to find the Mercy though, so they do get the kill. They are going to be able to, you know, stop this one. And it's very similar to their first Hell of Gibraltar went, you know, when they had to defend third point for about 5 minutes. The problem is, Minton has the self-destruct. Jack has the EMP. We could be seeing a big combo here, just like that. Huge self-destruct EMP combo. Gonna get the DMAC, gonna get triple. And that was just extremely well timed with the side of Spacebound.
I'm out of here.
Corey's gonna get staggered a bit, but he should be able to get the res up on him though. Arc falls yet again. Gets res up, but Airbag gonna get 2 now with the Ryan tire combo. And lots of good combos coming up this game. Now it's gonna be a brawl on the point, but I think that nobody is going to be able to hold this one, and they are, just for the time being. Jack, yet again, you know, he gets these EMPs so quickly. And you know, EMP is really just it's a fight-winning ultimate, it's a game-winning ultimate, and to be this proficient with them is a big benefit for your team. When people talk about Sombra not really having very much damage, but if you're accurate with her, you know, we've seen Dante in Overwatch League just completely annihilate teams with Sombra.
Your blade returns once more.
And he comes back to us now at the turn of the tide.
So who's winning right now?
Spacebound with 3 minutes on the clock to get point, the last point. Big EMP is going to come out. And did not find Arc with the EMP, but he's able to get the Trank off, keep his team alive.
And they're all gonna go down there. They're part of the hold. By nobody. I will not lie though, I like this composition that SV run a lot.
Oh yeah, they had a fantastic EMP self-destruct combo earlier on that came close to getting them C.
I honestly feel like this would be the best composition that they could run. Honestly. Like, if they just keep running this comp, they might have an advantage overall in games.
Blue Ninja gonna swap onto the Junkrat. I think is a really good call. They don't have there's no Zarya on the side of nobody.
Minton gonna make a swap to the Hanzo as well.
Yeah, I mean Dragons is such a good ultimate in this environment.
Already gonna pick off the Poops there too. Going to take care of that tire. Minton already just made that swap and just straight on got good value. He's
bumping him into the air and he gets taken out by self-destruct. The follow-up kills are going the other way though. So, and now we're seeing a disconnect.
So,
no, we should be a pause here. We should be able to get a pause here. Yeah, even in my ranked games, I've seen a lot more disconnects than usual lately. So I wonder if like a certain provider is having issues or something. But
yeah.
I almost want to Google that right now and just see if there's any like internet outages in the US going on. Internet outage news. Maybe something in Australia.
But then again, this most of the time North America.
So now, I mean, I like the swap onto the Hanzo here because dragons in these small closed-off areas it becomes so much more effective without needing a Zarya to combo with it.
Because lone leaders ending off for just getting people in positions they don't want to be in.
No, for sure. I mean, they're going to have enough to win this right now, it seems like, with the EMP, with the tire, and coming close to the sound barrier. Assuming they could just get the kills quick enough. I don't know what's... Well, I mean, right now, if you're smart, you're just checking the pause screen, check what ultimates your opponent has. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams do that, to be honest. We must be getting close now to the end of the pause, because it's been a bit close to 3 minutes by now.
I'm feeling so annoyed right now because I'm just listening to Pooster's pistols just going forever.
I'm shocked we're not continuing the match now. Is there... Okay, we're gonna continue it right now.
Goofy is still gonna make that the end though.
And you know, being unable to complete with over a minute left, it sucks. Because now you're gonna give your opponent an opportunity to go again, assuming they complete as well. Riptide comes early in. Fall made absolutely no attempt to get out of the way of that one. Probably just assumed he was going to die. Didn't want to guard an angle to his teammates. And despite being down a man, the kills are going away up spacebound. Fire's not going to find any anymore.
10 seconds.
They do get it too. But yeah, I mean, being able to complete this whole down amount is just going to be absolutely insane. They're almost there.
Look, almost close to that AMP, and the red's going off. Now they gotta substitute in.
Let's see if he can spawn in time.
Huge tire by
a big double taking out both supports. And this should be just the cleanup here.
This contest going on forever. The red's not gonna go down. Both supports are gonna remain on point. It's nice how like both the Lucio and the Mercy are just going in, and the other is gonna pop the Valkyrie. But Pack Attack is just gonna zone out either. I like to refer to her as Adderall.
That was like, you know, too
Short
close for
story
comfort.
I just qualify as her basement maid. So.
Now I have Lion Claw in on the side of the spacebound.
If we got timer effect over here. I make this sort of like syndrome that I already put on OWL called the timing effect. It's like basically whoever doesn't play main tank but is forced to play main tank for that role and normally has like a subpar standard like being Timer and Rouge Hong.
I don't like, I'm not a fan of Mickey's Diva, but his Brigitte is just absolutely insane right now. It was actually so, in retrospect, man, having Seagull learn Diva was the best thing Dallas could have done. Like, how many DPS players who flex onto the Diva do work? I mean, when Shadowburn reflects on the Diva, he was doing nothing. You know, I think EQO played the Diva a bit. And,
he threw against Valiant. Cough. Yeah, I remember in Stage 3 he threw against Valiant, like he did nothing on Oasis, but just trying to go for agility, and even so, agility still popped off on Pharah.
I'll show them.
yeah, I think agility is, his Pharah is so good, there's no reason for Canada, Team Canada, to really have managed in the lineup, I feel, at this point.
Sure. I still want to see XQC in Team Canada though. I feel like he was a core part of that roster.
Well, because Manchi was playing the Diva so much, XQC was forced to solo tank it a few times.
Sure. It seems that nobody are gonna try and run the attack bastion, but that seems kind of hard with a double stun competition, especially. I see that they're trying to run the Team Australia 2016 strategy. And they are committed to running this
Team
strategy.
Korea against Australia. with the sim
That
Torb.
was next level bullying. They can't.
Well, that whole World Cup was just prime for bullying, though. That was, I think Stylosa was on Team UK of all things.
Yeah. I mean, we also had Star. You ninja game with a huge
Really quick rush.
Pick
You
up
gotta get the
3. Nobody is basically just going to go back to spawn with that idea.
Yeah, I don't really know what they were thinking. I mean, trying to be innovative, that's great.
I like how they tried being creative, but I feel like that isn't going to work out for them.
I remember, I think it was Apex Season 2 on Nepal Sanctum, Mickey ran Torb. And I remember Timmy was just looking at him like, dude, like, you could have swapped ages ago, what were you doing?
No, I was more surprised to Philadelphia Fusion running Boombox on Torbjorn against Shanghai Dragons.
I'm surprised no one's running so much right now. Care bad on the Zenyatta of all things. It's this is gonna get taken out. And right now, this is just
Max already going down. Huge shatter going in by Lion Claw.
I mean, I don't really understand why they wasted time with the Bastion strat. It seemed like it was an all or nothing play, and just, you know, wasted more time, just fed ultimate charge. They've been behind in ult economy since the beginning, and now we have the Zarya Hanzo combo.
And they don't
With
even
no
have
trank for Terabad. This is just gonna be a nightmare.
As you just slowly watch the dragons just flying towards you.
Oh, Poof for getting a huge pulse bomb onto Minfibo before he could unleash the dragons. We're gonna have to set up with a barrage combo. Booster with a fantastically huge play. He scouted that one and got the huge kill.
Seems like nobody have an advantage here, especially with spawn. That huge pick going from Vincent, shutting him out so that he can get the combo potential down.
60 seconds remaining.
With the spawn advantage, they should be able to tab this
Other
one.
got away with resing Lion Claw too.
Ooh, Ninja gonna frag Alpha when the train comes in now. First base down. This they could be looking at a full hold. This attack just about dead.
Already, Doc is going to pull out the trap, and then not Doc, Lion Claw is going to pull out the shatter. Completely deny any more escape from Booster. So bad, gonna have that Transcendence along with the Valkyrie, so they might make a push with the jab as well. Close to 4 ults instead of nobody. Oh, but the difference are
Just winning that Pharah duel.
Blue is a good Pharah. He's one of the best
There's
defensive
no way to
Pharahs.
even get this res off. It's not gonna be worth it.
Huge grab though, coming in. But then,
What a bigger
this
grab.
Great White Shark has one of his own. Nobody, just gonna be full held on Eichenwald. That's a fat L, and Space Down will take the series 2-0.
They had a legitimate opportunity to win that one. They
Nobody threw.
He's still gonna get the play of the game though. At the very end.
Watch Rheinmain moves to DPS 101. Stealing Blue Ninja's POTG by that one kill onto Art. Feels bad for Blue.
Well, he had the 7 Dragon Balls, he summoned Shenron, and he wished for a play of a game.
He's just on the Sean run. Oh, well. That's clearly hilarious.
Alright, and now we're going to have... What's the next one? Basebound versus Apex. So, two teams who just beat...
I thought it was Skybound versus Vanquish next.
Nice.
Ooh, now this is the rematch match. The Florida Mayhem versus the Dallas Fuel.
So it's Misfits versus Envious.
Pretty much. But I just find it
Believe it
more
or
or
not,
less...
I actually have an Envious jersey. That's a big of a fan I am.
More of a FaZe fan than Contenders.
Oh yeah.
That's why I like Fusion, just because they have the better FaZe members than the Outlaws.
Well, I mean, has Joe Meister even played yet? I think Joe
No,
Meister's on
he's a
Fusion.
bench. He's a bench boy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Carpe and Shadowburn though carry.
Oh, even Emong now got signed with Fusion for streaming partners.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, Emong was Selfless. What am I talking about? My bad.
Emong is Selfless, yeah.
Who do they have? Well, we have Kabaji is part of their stream.
Yo, I'm voting for Apex just for my Miss Tater Tot, because like PogChamp teammate right there.
Yeah, it's yeah, quite the Lucio previously. But are you really gonna run Lucio against Jack Sombra?
Maybe. They're asking if I could sub Apex. You know what? Just YOLO. Put me in. Put me in. Angel, I got this. I will be in here. I'm going to claim to Angel that I'm good enough with subbing. Oh, never mind. Now we got Trishu over here. Can I refer to them as waifu?
Tracy was like, when you have a waifu, but it's not your ideal waifu, and it's like,
I was thinking of more of the your waifu is trash meme.
yeah, that's what I was getting at. It's the flea market waifu. I don't know, my ideal waifu is Taimu.
I was gonna say Mickey because of the Nico Knee thing that he did.
Yeah, what do you think happened to Taimu? How does he just like turn on all of a sudden? Do you think like the new coach, that the Fusion University coach, really helped him out that much?
I think so, yeah, because Fusion University were basically unbeatable in the NA scene for contenders.
Yeah, I don't. Well, plus, one of the things about FU that no one really talks about is they competed in beats before before contenders, and they had 2 tournaments under their belt beforehand. Speaking of beat, small plug to them, but tomorrow it's gonna be the first tournament running on the new patch, I do believe.
Sure. The new patch, or like the new meta right now, is very boring. It's basically just who gets grab Hanzo up first, though.
Yeah, basically. I think it's going to be NRG, Optic Gaming, a bunch of contenders trials teams, basically.
NRG claps.
Yeah, NRG is a meme.
NRG is very like underestimated. They actually look like a pretty solid team.
I wish Toronto was playing, because I want to see who Dalton can play except for Tracer. Because Dalton, man, on the Tracer, the guy's 16, and his Tracer is absolutely insanity.
True. Toronto is basically Boston Uprising.
Yeah, well, they're the sister team.
I'm surprised Valiant don't have a team since Glads do.
Yeah, Dallas doesn't either.
Dallas might have Envious, but I don't know if Envious is
No,
consistent.
I think Envious isn't even part of Overwatch anymore in any capacity.
True. Just because like most of them have transitioned to Dallas Field. Or no, I think their channel still supports Dallas Field though, or it's like sponsors Dallas.
Well, like Rogue even pulled out of contenders, and was it the Grizzlies from Montreal got their spot? I believe. It wasn't Renegade, it was one or the other, but.
Ew, Spirit. Well. Wait, why are they 5v6?
We are not playing Volskaya, I don't believe.
Since when is Volskaya in our map pool?
Yeah, I don't believe we're going to Mother Russia, guys. Down a player anyway. I mean, are we just scrimming here or what, guys? Let's have some fun with scrim. Let's by scrim I mean let's just, like, you know, run around the map. Not actually scrim.
Did they... My lord, did they just give him like an Ana bot? They could have at least given them a Zen bot, for goodness sake. Like a hard Zen bot. That would have been like the carry of their team. Just like pocket the Zen bot and he'll kill everything. He's like Jay Jonak.
So is it Jay Jonak or Jonak? Like, that's like the
I refer to him as Jay Jonak just because of the double J.
Yeah. I have a Jonak jersey I won, becoming first in Winston's lab.
True. Winston's lab is like a statistic thing.
Yeah, they do a fantasy pool for like every week.
True.
Yo,
let's just make Apex and SB 5v5. That would be hilarious.
Yo, I'd be down. We should definitely do that. What new metas can we see with 5v5?
Let's let them 5v5. Yeah, let's request the 5v5. We just gotta chance it together till Angel gets annoyed and then just straight on just submits to it. Alright? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. 5v5, 5v5, 5v5.
Is this even gonna be played? Like, is it, like, what? Why are we here? Why are we here? Was this in the map pool? The hell is even going on?
I don't like to see it like this.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I'm out of it. Looks like you need a timeout.
I'm gonna leave. This is a boring game. If it's gonna be a 5v5, and I'm going to have to get ready for a scrim soon, so YOLO.
You should have mechs coming in soon.
Move to the beat.
Hiya, hiya, hi.
Oh, time to accelerate.
Objective A captured. Immediate defense point. Objective B.
Yeah, so we're just gonna start getting rush, point B. The player from the pressure is gonna find that. Pulse Bomb, gonna just be taking out himself. Blue Ninja, man, that's some kamikaze stuff right there. Landfall's gonna get whizzed out.
Ejecting.
Sam's gonna find the kill. Lightning Claw gonna fall again. And they're gonna be able to hold B despite being down a man. Feels good, man. Grey White is gonna have the EMP though. Minton does have the self-destruct coming online, so we could be seeing another Windows 3 Lumber combos from earlier. Bone Crusher, very close to a Riptire, but that's gonna have to be huge to end this push before it even really begins. Mercy's gonna fall. EMP's gonna come in, followed by the huge combo yet again. Riptire's gonna find Jack. Mercy, gotta go bad on Mercy. Gonna find those kills. And now the kills are just gonna keep coming in for the side of the straight down. Gonna get 2 ticks. But despite that, the Shatter and the Graviton are gonna be enough to hold this point. And if you're Space Bound, you know, you come that close to this pretty much ending the map, and you're not able to complete, despite being up a man. It's just sad. You know, you feel like, come on guys, what's going on here, man? And it's a bit tilting, honestly. You know, you saw the BM from the as well. Sound barrier applied. Reinhardt went flying off in the middle of nowhere, not going to get any value. Total mayhem, and I find Lighting Claw. Martyrdom, what is this, Call of Duty? Too many kills now for Space Brown, not very much we can do about it. And, it's an easy cap, easy clap.
0 to 2. Switching sides.
Is that just the case of a 5v6? No one wants to play a 5v6. I don't want to cast a 5v6. Yeah, here I am. Doing it out of the goodness of my heart. Honestly, I say just play a 5v5. I really, you know, we were joking about it earlier. But imagine what kind of crazy, like, what would the meta be, seriously, if this game was played 5v5 as opposed to 6v6? Like, it just changes so much. There'll be way more room, for one thing. I think matches will be a bit more offensive favored as opposed to defensive favored. And you know, would you run double support? Like, what would you do? Would you do triple DPS? Would you do single DPS?
Attackers incoming in 30
Would triple support
seconds.
even be viable in 5v5? Relay Jack is going to be on the Torbjorn. We saw him on the Torb earlier, and we're going to have to get a pause. So, maybe a sub coming in. Maybe not. Oh, no.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Yeah, we're seeing a very similar defense as we saw in Eichenwald earlier today on the YouTube side. Only replaced the Bastion with a Torb. New pressure gonna... I don't know what happened to him to die.
Time to raise my APM.
Basebound gonna come in, get the kills, get the DMAX, super beacon. Stagger is not gonna be possible because of that turret. That's a feels bad nanny for Spacebound.
Okay.
Not that they needed it. Locked up for life gonna go into the Widowmaker, which I think is a good call here. I think, you know, if you can get the picks of Widow, it can very easily turn this 5v6 into a 5v4.
Thank you, kind.
Also, I will say that, you know, when you're running a 5v6, I think you need the Mercy. I just think that, like, you know, having the res just to bring you back up is so important. And it's almost like because you're not running the Mercy and the other team is, it's like you're playing a 7v5. And yeah, this is just difficult to watch. This is just you know, do you guys like yeah. So we're gonna go back to the lobby. Unsure what's going on here. Okay, and we are back. It looks like.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Alright, now we have Spacebound versus Vanquish. Vanquish in red, Spacebound in blue. I'd like to see this double sniper on the side of Vanquish. It is relatively effective in this current meta, and although it's not necessarily the most fun thing to watch, I like definitely seeing it whipped out from time to time. You know, I think it was the Runaway or Meta Athena who originally started running it on King's Row, Point A.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And that might be the earliest instance that I remember of seeing double sniper in Pro Overwatch. Because what you do, right, you set up the crossfire between Hanzo and the Widowmaker. And just, you know, you have so much to work with when you do that. You see the damage output, the scary sightlines.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And Spacebound can be running a
Escort.
traditional defense that you've seen from them before. With a Junkrat soldier. Nothing too crazy.
See that which is unseen.
Right now, just both teams getting a feel for one another. I left my cart for ahead, and Looney's going to be a first to fall to that Stormbow. Well, he's going to be rezzed up, and Lionfall going to get the kill onto Mav Warrior. And it's Vanquish getting the cart moving right now. Ace is going to find a kill on the blue ninja. and the DMAC now onto Jack. And we're gonna get possession here. So right now, if you are spacebound, you gotta wait for your respawns. And I don't know if they're gonna. I might be seeing a contest here. Jack is gonna fall yet again. And this looks like it's basically a lost fight. And just more ultimate charge, and I'll go in the way of Vanquish. Vanquish, by the way, a very good game last year. Not a lot of people played it. Very entertaining. I think it was Platinum Games, if I recall correctly. And yeah, still staying on this Widowmaker Hanzo, the double sniper, doing the trick so far. Mav Warrior, not really close to that Graviton though. We might see the Dragon Strike thrown out a bit earlier. Although they could try to combo potentially with the Reinhardt, although, you know, not necessarily the best combo. Yet again, if that's Stormbow, gonna find the Lucio this time. Jack swapping with Minton now. So Jack's gonna go into the Sombra, Minton onto the Sombra. On the top of the dealer of Ninja getting the stall, gets the kill onto Mav Warrior, but he's gonna be taken out by that Dragon Strike that comes in. The Transcendence is gonna keep the Mercy alive, who's able to now get the res back onto Mav Warrior. That's a huge point. And Streets gonna be completed. Not very much they can do. The stall's gonna come out, but it's not gonna be very much. There might be some late spawns. I might be able to take advantage. Yes. Trying to find that Mercy, but I think I gotta feel bad for Hanzo, not able to find that kill. Baby kill is gonna find it eventually. That's a very late spawn. At the ether. Jack very close to that EMP. Milton, not quite with the Diva Bomb though, but could see that combo we saw earlier in the game. Calvary is gonna come in. We're gonna take this engagement. Lion Claw's doing the fall. That's like yet again. I mean, like, they engage, and that's a huge Zarya bubble, saving JV from that pulse bomb. Ace is gonna use the and the grab's just gonna keep him in spawn. That's a fantastic use of that ultimate. And this is just a runaway train right now. Nothing that Spacebound can really do. The Devil Sniper has just been working out so well. And that's gonna be a cap. Just nothing really stopping them. This thing, the defense of Spacebound can never get going. They never really found a place to stop the cart. And they finish with only 3 seconds off what they began with. You know, if the cart had been stopped at any point, we could have seen the double sniper swap off, because you know it's really a very momentum-based composition you have, very similar to Junkertown with a Bastion on the cart. So it looks like Spacebound is going to be running well, we've been seeing a lot of ranks right now with Zarya, the Hanzo, the Ryan, and the Brigitte. Not quite triple support. You want to have Blue Ninja on that Tracer.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I grow tired.
And the Doomfist by Ace Louis going to be coming out, and that should be very fun to watch. Doomfist actually quite good against Brigitte as well.
escort.
Also, Doomfist combos with the Zarya ult especially well. So yet again, it's kind of a feeling out process. No one wants to lose the first player, and Ace is going to find the big punch onto Blue Ninja. I don't know what TM Mega Punch is, but he definitely has that one in his repertoire. I think this only has like 4 moves anyway, so he is kind of like a Pokemon. Misses that punch there. And a nice block of the Shatter by Lion Claw. Blue Ninja and Minton are going to get some kills. Jackson get the kill on the G-Bait. And Spacebound now. Gonna get this cart rolling. Jack also 90% now on that Graviton. So it's always impressive, you know, when your Zarya gets her ult before this new Hanzo. They're gonna get went to A relatively quickly. So yeah, I mean, if they can get this momentum going, which it looks like they should be in a good spot. Minton now, he has the Dragon Strike. Jack has the grab. Could be seeing a big combo. Deadpool is, however, going to have the Transcendence, so we are going to need to see that Hanzo damage boosted to get the full effect, and the Reinhardt starts swinging that hammer. Deadpool might not even use the Strength, honestly. We'll see what happens. There's been some testing about how Dragon Strike's actual damage is. But with Jack going down, he's going to have to be rezzed. Minton's going to fall, though, and we're not going to be able to pull that combo. Wildcat's also going to use the hammer very, don't really know about that one. And really, no, this is unneeded. This is unneeded. We need to back out as soon as Minton fell. So now we should see a regroup here. We should see the rally used, and we should be a big engagement. Lots of teams now with ultimates. This is a huge ult economy for both teams. This is a war chest and a half. This is World War III. Down is going to, however, catch Blanca, and the grab's going to get thrown in. Dragon Strike 2. And not enough. That Tennant's stealing way too much to get any kills with that. And there just wasn't the follow-up. I'm also unsure if Ace was, or not Ace, if Minton was damage boosted when that was thrown out.
By the dragon.
But yeah, as I said, right, that first testing on Dragon Strike's actual numbers. A lot of people seem to think that, well, the wiki anyway, said it was 200 DPS per second. We could be seeing the combo yet again. No Transcendence for Deadpool. And that's going to be a team kill. That's just another Hanzo play of the game. Blue Ninja now going to swap onto the Pharah. Likewise, he's very close to that Shatter, but JB already has his Shatter. They're just not being able to get going. This is you know, when you lose your tank, especially when it's your Reinhardt, it's the first one to fall. It's like the fight's over. The fight's over before it really begins. Minton is, however, gonna frag out and take a haste, so maybe I spoke a bit too soon. There's Blue Ninja getting the kill on the rezzing magical. So despite the Reinhardt falling first, they are going to be able to cap. And no matter what, they are going to have a smaller time bank than Vanquish. There's the Dragon Strike combo coming in now by Ninja. Trying to find the kill on the kill too.
Hello.
Double time.
Barrier activated.
Okay, Stut is going to have the attack visor deal with when the Mercy uses the Valkyrie. Hammer's not going to find anyone. That's a good block. And here comes the barrage. Only going to find one. He's going to be taken out too. Mal Warrior and Ace do have the combo yet again. The question is, can the sound barrier and the Valkyrie be enough to keep them alive? There you go again. Sound barrier not going to be enough.
Let's get you back.
60 seconds remaining.
Spacebound now looking all the weaker as time goes on. We're going to see the swap now back onto the Zenyatta. I feel like you have to run the Zen. The Discord is just too good. And I don't know. I think Blue Ninja needs to make a swap off this Swallow too.
I'm back.
Like the ult economy is just so far in Vanquish's favor right now.
30 seconds remaining.
Attack Vice is going to come in, going to find two. It's going to be taken up by Minchin, but it's going to be a bit too late. And he's going to be low. Takes out Logging Ball too. This is just absolute destruction right now.
10 seconds remaining.
And pending a miracle, it's going to be round one, going to Vanquish. Unfortunately. I mean, that attack with the double sniper just worked out so well for them. Just they never got, they played it extremely smart. Never got held.
Fire at will.
And with what I said. Alright, so the choice now is going to be between Pleasure World and Eichenwald. Going to be Eichenwald again. Guess who honestly wants to play Blizzard World, as we've been saying.
Traveling to Eichenwald.
And so already wrote the bad. We can see Blue Ninja wanting to run that Pharah, but you know, playing Pharah into Hanzo, into McCree, especially new Hanzo with his arrows being faster and having that storm bow. Farah isn't so good against him as she once was. Of course, McCree has always been pretty strong against her too, and Zenyatta. But yeah, so both teams now are looking to run, the Hanzo Zarya. It just seems to be the most optimal way to play the game right now.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Neither team gonna run the Brigitte. I don't think she is the best pick on Eichenwald though, so that could possibly be why. Not until third point anyway, when things become much more close quarters.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Yeah, we are gonna see a choke defense. Not gonna opt to play back on point.
Need healing. I am
And Spacebound, trying to be Spacebound and force this one to Horizon. The Ninja's gonna finally kill him in the match point, so that's a good step towards the first defense here. And round one is gonna go to Spacebound. The Ninja's gonna find the late kill onto Ace and onto Haste. Ninja already 65, the ultimate Lion Claw at 90. So overall, Vanquish looking Spacebound looking much better early on in this map than they did before.
Clearing the area. I will not waste this opportunity.
And the ult economy is already completely in their favor. Blue Ninja has that barrage. Haze still quite a ways to go to get that Deadeye.
Justice reigns from above.
Lion Claw has just been so good on this Reinhardt, coming in as a sub earlier, if I recall correctly. And yeah, I think we need to see the Widow come out on the side of Vanquish. Like, Blue Ninja just has complete reign of the skies, and nothing's really been done to take care of them. They do have that grab Hanzo combo though, so but we're gonna have to play the spread out. And that's a fantastic play by Lion Claw, just completely shutting down any follow-up with that Earth Shatter. Just really good game awareness right there, knowing, okay, they want to follow up on this, I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to let it happen, rather. And there's only a minute 20 left here. Jack does have the Graviton. Still a bit to go on the Dragon Sword of the game. And a nice Zarya bubble is going to block that Shatter. Deadeye's gonna come in. Not gonna run anyone.
60 seconds.
And yeah, rewritten the home stretch here, man. Spacebound looking very impressive. And I believe Dragon Strike may have been eaten by the Diva. And yeah, now we're opting just to go full ISO. Yeah, we're gonna see a full dive now come up for Vanquish. I wouldn't be surprised if Lion Claw builds up like yet another Earth Shatter. And the Vanquish has absolutely nothing to play with as far as ultimates go. When in doubt, boys, you go dive. And already finding 2 kills as Ace. But Blue Ninja's gotta be able to take down Magic with. And just a brawl on the point, and no, not gonna be enough. It's gonna be the first point hold. Or space down.
0-0. Switching sides.
So after being pretty much relatively stomped on Gibraltar, spacebound, you know, they came to play. So guaranteed at least a draw. And if I recall correctly, if this is a draw, we would go to 1 control point map. But right now it's looking like Vanquish is on the ropes, man. Spacebound with a tremendous defense, and really it all comes down to Lion Claw's Earth Shatters, man, just being so on point. Just really good in-game awareness, just knowing exactly what to do.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
After hearing all of my stories, I've always wanted to come here.
And you know, for a first point defense, also, that was actually relatively entertaining. Definitely something that you know, if you had to choose to show somebody a first point defense when I can roll, I'd recommend you show them this one because that was very well done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we're gonna see the dueling Pharaohs now, which honestly I think should have came out a bit sooner.
Looking for me?
But Ace is gonna win that Pharaoh duel first. He's gonna get rezzed up though.
I'm out of here.
And I do like the Sombra pick because you can just go around the point and you're gonna have to force the enemy team to come back and try to deal with you. If they attempt to just get things over with right away by rushing into the point, we're just gonna get killed over. And that's gonna be a lot of ultimate charge gained on the side of Vanquish.
Much better.
Jack at 60% on that EMP, and you know, I mean, EMP is so good against the composition that Vanquish is running. Because you're going to take away half of Azaria's health, you're going to take away a majority of the Zenyatta's health. The Pharah's not going to be able to be in the air. So the Pharah's not going to be in the air. Although Zen kind of is in the air, he's good. Yeah, it's diving, and yet again, Minton is going to fall to Ace, though. And the kills come through. We're going to be an environmental kill. And that's actually going to be both supports taken out. And Spaceman has a real good opportunity here to take this one. EMP now. And that's going to be easy clap, easy win for Spacebound. And now we're going to be able to go to Horizon, the Lunar Colony.
Play of the game.
No Jonak skin feels bad now. And yeah, there was no follow-up. You see like fantastic Earth Shatter in the background. Or in the foreground, I guess. But yeah, 9 Earth Shatter kills. Really good stuff by Lion Claw.
Traveling to Horizon Luna Colony.
So let's see if who defends first. I mean, right now Spacebound has so much momentum on their side. And so yeah, it will be Spacebound defending first, which, you know, I think they want. I think that's ideally good for them considering how things went last map. Also opting to run a triple support comp here.
Attackers
Tilt the
incoming
hands
in
over.
30 seconds.
Also seen Sombra be pretty effective on this point for the attacking side anyway. So definitely gonna look for Jack to play the Sombra. He eventually attacks.
Defend objective A.
I also am kind of slighted that we're not seeing a double sniper come out again on the side of Vanquish. Double sniper again, you know, extremely viable on Horizon Driftwing. And Jack's gonna get the kill on the baby right away. Just gonna have to back out. Not gonna use the resurrection. Ace is, however, going to be able to find the Sonic Arrow kill onto him. I think kills Ace. Yeah, things looking quite vicious Spacebound right off the bat. Ace is going to fall in Jack, and Jack's already at 60% to grab. Now Warrior, meanwhile, sitting at 35.
My ultimate is charging.
I mean, right now, if you are Vanquish, you're basically just looking to build up that Graviton, build up that Dragon Strike, and rush in with JB, and just, you know, wipe the enemy team. Lancelot's gonna miss the charge. And we're already sending the Dragon Strike coming in, gonna find Jack. Flankfly is going to take out Ace, but Misty does fall as well. And this should be a cap on the side of the fish. Late, Attack Visor is going to come in, he's going to find Magic Wood. So he's going to be taking you by that snap ball. And a bit of an over-investment now with the Burst Shatter. Unsure if that was truly needed. Might would have honestly want to save that one for the next fight. Speaking of the next fight, Vanquish is going to have that Graviton, but so is Spacebound.
Soldier 76 reporting.
Minton's going to swap onto the Gingu. And Remuja back on that Pharah. So the Shank does come out and he's going to save everyone in that grab. Ace is going to find, that's 3 kills now on his side of Vanquish. Vanquishing their foes, shuffling onto the point. That's absolutely the right play. Magic Ward is going to follow, that's absolutely huge. But the kills are coming in on the side of Vanquish. But Transcendence now is just going to be for the stall. The Shatter kill, actually, the Shatter kill itself is going to be enough to kill Deadpool. No regeneration later. And yeah, the Graviton, just for good measures, cleaning things up. This really is a lost fight. Now it's all about just like delaying this as much as you possibly can. I just swap onto the Maver at the end, but just wasn't enough. And so 4 minutes 17, the time bank for Vanquish.
Switching sides.
Really impressive stuff. You know, just, you know, all it takes is just, you know, just building up ultimate charge. That really was the whole point A was just building up ultimate charge before going in. They didn't really get that pick off initially. And they used their ultimates just, you know, extremely well, and that's how they were able to win that fight. He's on the Reaper I would really like to see, to be honest. Yeah, we are going to see that Moira Meatball come out again on the side of Spacebound. Opting not to run the Sombra though, which, I mean, it's honestly either one or the other. You could run a Sombra comp. I think, you know, EMP, especially on first point, is extremely good. Well, on second too, but it just, you know, how first point is played on this map, you're bound to get a quality EMP. And, you know, I really do like the Reaper pick. I think, however, Reaper with a Junkrat would be better against this composition. Because you have Reaper to brawl on the points and you have Junkrat just to do so much damage to those tanks. But we are going to see the Henzo instead.
Defend objective A.
I'm restoring. This will restore you.
Yeah, just lots of spam from the group. I mean, really, you know, you have to get that speed boost and just rush into the points right away. And now it's just an all-out brawl. Here it is, this war. It's going to take out Hazel so much for being the tank killer. That's going to play magic card. And both teams are getting the kills. It's really coming down to a respawn advantage here. Whoever wins this fight. The kills, however, are seemingly going Spacebound's way. Able to get that first pick. It's just now Zarya on the side of Vanquish. He's gonna fall. And the Moira Meatball working out yet again for Spacebound. They've been really good with this composition, and now look at the ultimates they're gonna have. They're gonna have the Roadhog ult, they're gonna have the whole essence. However, on the side of Spacebound, or on the side of Vanquish rather, but Zarya effective great combo with the Graviton. The Diva's like... Yeah, that's gonna be enough to get the hold.
See that which is unseen.
Still, a little bit of time to work with, man. I mean, at 6 minutes 10, so much time to build up her ultimate, so much time to get, you know, something good going here. Minton did use that Roadhog ultimate, however, in the Graviton, so that was a bit questionable. No kills with that pulse bomb for Hayes. At least they build it up really quickly. Dragon Strike Center is not going to find anyone with it though. He's just going to get the killing kick though. Trigger shatter, big sound barrier. Baseline looking like they could be able to take the point.
I am on fire!
And yeah, they are in a pretty good position now. Yet again, no, finding nothing with that D.Va stuff. I thought we could see a good combo there. It didn't happen. I think I get to kill him with JD. Blue Ninja gets C-Max. Full Lessons coming out, trying to keep people alive, but Mav Warrior finds a kill on the lane. You know, yeah, the payoff with Full Lessons is, you know, it does healing and it does damage, but it doesn't do enough of either to really, you know, keep people alive as much as you would want. And the start on the point is going to go Vanquish's away. So one tick given. And yeah, Jack's gonna go into the Sombra here. This was as I expected.
I'm taking care of you.
I expect to see a couple of eco pushes come through on the side of Space Down before they really get a good attempt on it.
Enemy seen.
And they do get caught in the grab, but it's not going to be enough at the sound barrier. Haste does get the kill though on Eva, and that's just going to be that. You know, I would have actually liked them to see them not invest the sound barrier at that point. They got the initial kill, but it was rezzed up. And I think that Vanquish did commit quite a few ultimates in that, with the Graviton especially. So having saved the sound barrier, they could have been in a much better position for this next fight. Instead, we're going to be without that support ult. Meanwhile, Deadpool does have his Transcendence online.
By the dragon.
Yeah, Lion Claw's just gonna fall again. And this fight's really over probably before it even begins. And that's why they get the Rose off, he does. And Blue Ninja being the hero right now, wanting to kill onto Ace and Magic League. Not playing points, though, his respawns are not going to be delayed. The EMP does come out now. The kill does come through. Perez now also comes out onto the balls. And again, this is not playing point. This is a problem that many teams have. They don't play the point, but they allow the respawns to not be delayed. So the more people you have on that point, the slower the respawns are, and as a result, Vanquish is able to respawn and, you know, just ultimately win this fight. Like, if you're going to commit, you have to commit. You have to commit all the way. And I didn't see enough of that right there in this fight. So 1 minute 42 remaining on the clock for Spacebound. Vanquish already has a tremendous time back and advantage. And Blue Ninja and Jack falling up yet again, getting two tremendously big kills. This could be the opening they were looking for. Dragon Strike yet again is going to fall through, and is going to get Lucio somehow. And the kill is coming in yet again. The big Earth Shatter does, the EMP does not come out in time to cancel the Earth Shatter, however. That would have been nice to do that. And yet again, and despite getting two initial big kills, it isn't enough. And Vanquish is able to hold on. 40 seconds remaining. Lion Claw is very close to that self-destruct, however, no EMP to pair with it. And that's a very late stagger.
30 seconds remaining.
Mercy, you cannot res yourself.
Just a little longer. Turn them back.
And now we're in the endgame. Mav Warrior also has that Graviton. He can use it just to keep Spacebound from even entering the point. And Ace extremely close to that Dragon Strike. Let's see what happens. That's the stuff is wanted by Magic Bar. Blue Ninja finds Ace. Very good with that combo. And the kills are coming through, but it's 2 for each side. Frags each way, no matter what though, it is in overtime, so there's no way there's going to be an extra attack coming out for Spacebound regardless. And, you know, despite getting the cap at the very end, all Vanquish has to do now is just get 1 tick. And they have 4 minutes and 17 seconds to do so. Oh, my computer is frozen. Give me a second. That's unfortunate.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Alright, so place your bets. You know, if you put money on a Spacebound to full hold this, you could probably make a good amount of change. As if you actually end up holding. Very unlikely.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
And yeah, I mean, you know, Vanquish has all the time in the world to build up this grab Dragon Strike combo. And I'm looking to see exactly what we saw before. And, you know, what's even crazier is Spacebound not running a Zenyatta to even mitigate some of that damage, instead of opting to run the Vegeta and the Mercy. And the problem is, you know, with those two supports is if the Mercy gets taken out, the Vegeta does not have enough healing for the team. Right now, just poking, just trying to build some ultimate charge. Dibble does find the headshot onto Jack. Mav finds, and this is a skill coming with both ways. And the res is already used. Engine's gonna fall too, so you know, a quick regroup on the side of.
I've got you in my sights.
Yeah, a quick regroup on the side of Vanquish, and they could have been enough to take it. Instead, ultimates are gonna be used by Spacebound, and they should be able to get their reinforcements in time. So any possibility to take advantage of those lost kills, or of those man advantage, is completely nullified right now. Still, Ace does have a barrage. Mav, not really at the Graviton yet. Ace will have the Dragon Strike. Minutes to only take 1 tick. Very possible. We're gonna see the Valkyrie use my magic word. Lion Claw is gonna fall. And unable to get the res off, and this should be all she wrote with that one. Blue Ninja is gonna fall, Jack is gonna fall, the Barrage is just gonna seal the deal. And that is 1 tick, and that is it. Game, set, and match. Vanquish. Overall, a relatively entertaining series. Another Zenyatta play of the game. What skin is that? That's actually a really cool skin. That's not the away skin? That's a cool skin. And I believe that was our last match of the day. So, thank you for joining me on the YouTube side. Hope you had a fun time. And I will see you